What's up, buddy?
All right, Cory. Why do you call me Moses?
Well, first of all, thanks for showing up here, man. Because like I've been having some issues lately, but every time you show up, things get done.
Okay.
And why I call you Moses is because, dude, you're the leader.
Yeah.
You come down, you tell us what to do, you give us the vision, and I make it happen. So that's why I call you Moses. And you haven't been coming around as much, but we've been going back and forth and coursing over Facebook. But when you get on ground, that's when you really get your hands on it and you're able to correct me. So you've really helped me a lot today so far.
Yeah. So this is a journey for you. You've done a lot of work here. You put all the PEX every 10 inch according to that guide, loop card that you used. For me, I blindly placed this in my house. I didn't have any guide to show me exactly how to lay it. But with loop card, it was straightforward and easy. And this is your first time you doing this, right?
Right, yeah. Following LoopCAD gave me a perfect design, and then you explained it to me why we use 3/4 PEX, why the runs are under 500 feet, and yeah, so that's LoopCAD worked out really well.
Perfect. So the plumbing. So last year, you started on the plumbing just before last year, right? Just before winter hit.
Just before winter.
And then you left it over the winter.
Yeah.
You did all the plumbing yourself.
Well, I did about 85% of it.
Yes. So we did the layout, we did it together.
Design, yeah, you helped me focus on what was the best way to balance both sides, both wings of the house.
Yeah.
Going right down the center of the house and out.
Yeah. So we designed this, we laid out together, then you glue it. I showed you how to put it together, you did it.
Yep.
And for me, that was like I took one CE member. She did it for me, private, for on the ground. I learned from her, and I showed you how to do it. I mean, you never done it before. You were able to do it, but at the end, it didn't pass inspection.
Right.
And then you hired somebody else. How long did they make you wait before they came in?
Right.
And they start finishing it off for you.
Well, like first and foremost, I got like a B+ on the inspection. 80% of it, my grading or my slope was at the appropriate 1/8, but some of it was off.
Yeah.
So that's where he was like, you got to fix some of these spots. There was a couple of vents he was unsure of, and that's when I was like, you know what? I put a lot of effort in this. I'm just gonna get plumbers out. The plumbers came out, but they came periodically, once a week, and then twice a week, and it actually prolonged for over a month.
Yeah.
And that span of time, I could have done it myself.
Yes.
Really. But I wanted to have that extra check to have a professional come to get me through that final hump in the inspection.
So tell me about your experience when you're laying these PEX. What do you...
Man, at first I made a jig so I can do it solo by myself because I thought I was going to be out here by myself. But we've realized that having two people, somebody can roll it out. But really, it was a hard day. Once we started getting the hang of it, once we got out of the garage and started working into the interior of the home, we started getting a rhythm, and it went pretty quick. I could say I could roll 300 to 500 feet of this stuff in an hour.
Okay, so you put all this together, then you learned that this PEX, some of it, one roll was sent by Walmart. You bought this from Walmart.
Yeah.
Very good price. It said in-floor heating 3/4 inch PEX B.
Right.
And one roll came out to be really 5/8, not 3/4 inch.
Right.
5/8 is in between 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch. But most of the other loops are 3/4 inch. Then you hit a challenge and we figured something out. We jigged stuff in just for the test tomorrow for to pass inspection for the air test, and we put air in there.
Currently holding strong.
This is the jig that the plumber, it's holding strong. This jig
at 70, that's where we want it.
Under
Under 100.
plumbing supply people put that together for you, right?
Right.
They did the same for me too.
Yeah,
but then you still use the old one. Well, we'll figure that out. So now tomorrow you're ready for a pour, right? I mean, what a journey, yeah? How's this been for you?
So when we first got here, you can remember, Arif, like one of the big things that I'm always grateful for you, even though sometimes you challenge me with things I don't think I'm able to do. But at the end of the day, I'm able to do it. But from day one, we drilled in my first ever.
This video that you drilling that corner, that's so cool, yeah.
And you taught me at that moment, you know, everything needs to be, the house needs to be connected to the bedrock. And as we went up all the way to this floor, like it was uneven ground. Now as it comes into fruition, it's going to be level and nice. But every step of the way, I've learned a little bit more, including the PEX.
Yeah.
You know, even you're out here teaching me today the difference, or how to actually roll Teflon tape properly 7 times. I was being frugal and only doing it 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
Also, just making sure the pipes are leveraged and showing me that soap trick to see where the bubbles are today.
Yeah.
That made sure that it was correct.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I love how yours is much neater, much cleaner, much really well put together. You said you spent a lot of times putting these things, the zip ties, every couple of feet. I love how beautiful it is. And if you can do this again, I mean, people charge like $1 an hour. The cheapest is $2 a square foot they charge. So you can do this for someone now.
This is basically 4,000 square foot. I probably wouldn't. I would charge somebody nearly like $20K to do this, which we did in probably 3,000.
Yeah.
But when you think about that, it's an accumulation of work and effort that gets you to this part. So it's a lot of value below just to get to this point.
So I'm so happy. So that is a utility room. We have 2 manifolds, one on that side over there, and then there's another manifold over here. And this utility room is gonna have a boiler in there. Your boiler is very quick, and it will heat this entire house. One boiler will heat entire house, including your second floor. You just need later on. You don't want all the heat rise up there. You want to have some control, so you probably put fan coils on your some of your upstairs bedrooms.
Right.
But this is enough to heat your house while you're working on it for the whole winter. So you put a couple of manifolds and 1 boiler, and you're set.
Right.
That's a 1,020 BTU per hour boiler, which is the smallest one. That's what great thing about ICF. You've been saying a lot about how great it is in my house, right? When you come into my house, it feels like tropical.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how your house is gonna feel like. It's very, very tropical. It's a beautiful design.
That the in-floor heating throughout the whole house.
Yeah.
It's one easy system. I don't have to use a furnace and gas to get it going. It's
that noise you said.
Yeah, the noise. I don't like the noise of furnaces. And this way, you know, I know how to do it now.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so can you ask my guy, the people watch this YouTube to subscribe? I've been marking your videos separate from my other videos.
Yep.
You just ask them to subscribe. What's that thing? Other things you say? Subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and then hit the notification button.
And hit the notification button.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.